Hello guys, Review Bros back with another one today. We have another special product that we'll be looking at. So what is it?
I really don't know if we should be doing this one.
Really?
To on our YouTube, because we're gonna get arrested for this. But maybe we should do it. So if you guys keep this one to yourselves, we got some of that.
Show me the goods.
Some of that good Stim.
Okay, so moving on to the flavours of Stim, we have white noise, which is a bit hard to comment on, but we'll have a go in a second and let you know. Also comes in Tiger's Blood and Tropical.
Yeah, I'll just start by mentioning I had mine earlier today. We had to train separately today. We're both doing busy schedule stuff, so we're only going to mix the one up today. I'm going to taste it again just in front of the camera, just to give my thoughts and feelings on it again. And it is a one scooper job. What were the other flavours?
Tropical and Tiger's Blood.
Tropical Punch and Tiger's Blood. So white noise would have been probably the one we'd pick, just simply because it stands out. I've never seen one called white noise before. You don't have a clue what white noise is really supposed to taste like. Mixability is brilliant. I really don't know what to like in that.
A mild lemonade.
Yeah. Kind of like Tiger's Blood, but without the coconutty strawberry.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that. That's a hard one. It's not bad at all. It's just not.
I'll give it a good 3.
Yeah, I'd go 3 out of 5 for that. It's definitely doable.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't froth. It
just doesn't really taste like anything. It's really hard to say.
Yeah.
It's not like, obviously not like just drinking straight water, but
it's almost like they've made it and called it white noise because they couldn't liken it to anything.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, I'd say lemonade's the closest we're going to get with barely any lemon like sort of flavour.
Yeah,
it's not very hard to say, but yeah, so 3 out of 5 on the taste of that one. Obviously I've had my session earlier today. Craig's going to get down the gym now. We're going to get back to reviewing our thoughts and feelings on the product as a whole as well. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're going to move into the price of the product. We're just going to roll with the Blackmarket website. Big thank you to them for getting us this sent out. We do have a range of their products actually. We've had the Recovery BCAA, we've got bulk, we've got cuts, we've got tone, and we've got fits. We have a lot to get through, Stim being our very first review from a Blackmarket product. It's one of them more, well actually tell a lie, they're all about the same, but they're $49.99 US dollars. Which translates as £38.80. Now you can take it for 60 servings or you can take it for 30 servings. It does give the 2 options. But as always, we're going to go for maximum servings. I think that the majority of our followers will want max serving, but do bear in mind you can sort of halve this price. So, based on $49.99 US dollars, that's $1.66 per serving. For the UK guys, that's £1.29 per serving, which is actually a 3 out of 5.
So above average.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. 3 out of 5. And there is quite a lot of ingredients in this, so I'd say it's one of the more well sort of priced ones in terms of how much you're getting for it. So 3 out of 5 on price, guys.
Okay, so moving into the effects section of Stim, we're just going to break down for you what's in it as best we can because it does appear to be semi-proprietary. So first up, underneath performance enhancement, beta-alanine at 3.2 grams, and that is the carnosine one, which is the most efficient patented version.
Yeah, that's the advanced one I'd like to call.
Yeah. We have black pepper extract at, what's that, normally 5 milligrams?
5 milligrams, yeah, which is helps with the absorption of all the stuff that's going to be coming up.
Yeah, and it is 5 milligrams in this as well, we can work out. Next up is the energy complex, which we have caffeine anhydrous at 400 milligrams.
Yep, so that's your main stimulant. Obviously, that's what's going to give you that boost straight away.
And then the remainder we have, which we can only work out is a combination of all these ingredients.
It's 271 milligrams in total of these ingredients you're about to read out.
Theobromine, higaminine HCl, vitamin B12, and your himbine HCl.
So we start with the yohimbine, yohimbine. It's blood flow, also been shown as a mental stimulant and a bit of help with the focus side of things. Vitamin B12 is just thrown in there, that's not going to be of any relevance to us. The higmanine, was it?
Yeah.
Is also a stimulant, it's a fat burner, it's, is that the bitter orange one? I could be wrong, but I think it is.
It's like a fat burner, like you say.
Yeah, fat burning sort of properties.
And theobromine.
Theobromine, this is the one you remember.
That's the one that's in chocolate that dogs can't digest.
Yeah,
that's how we always remember it.
Yeah, so we've got that in there obviously as part of the energy complex, so it's going to give you that stimulation.
Next up is the focus complex, which is made up of 381 milligrams, which again we can't pinpoint exact amounts on each ingredient, but we've got acetyl L-carnitine HCl. What
does this fall into? The focus. So obviously it says it for you. It's going to help you with that focus element of your training. Yep.
And then we've got that, we have read this before in a recent pre-workout, mucuna L-dopa or something.
We've had mucopurines from the Maniac, which was a stimulant. In this case, for aiding the central nervous system. This is the one that's also been shown to help with balance and coordination, which it definitely comes in some form of relevance in the gym.
Yeah.
It also is another one that sort of has been shown to give you those tingly sort of sensations that beta-alanine does. Oh. But it's definitely all in regards to sort of nervous system and focus sort of properties.
Sweet. Okay, so next up we have Huperzia serrata extract. And then in brackets, Huperzine A.
Huperzine A, yeah, I thought as much. Again, mental stimulant. That's the one that's been shown to help Alzheimer's patients with memory loss. So it does go down that route of a mental stimulation.
Cool. Okay, and last up we have the Bliss complex, which totals 530 milligrams of the following ingredients: choline bitarate, L-theanine, N-acetyl L-tyrosine, and hordenine HCl. So I'm guessing with Bliss they mean sort of the high sort of mental state that it will put you in.
Choline bitarate. So I'm just going to read this off as it is very limited evidence to suggest any of this is true. They've done some studies. It's quite a new sort of element, and it's not one we've come across yet in a pre-workout. So choline bitarate are claimed to enhance athletic performance, reduce cholesterol levels, protect the liver from alcohol-related damage, lower blood pressure, control mood swings, and improve memory and treat Alzheimer's disease. So there's a couple of things we can take there in relevance towards bodybuilding and why you'd want it in a pre-workout. Obviously, it is labelled as a Bliss complex. That must be because of the controlling the mood swings as such.
Yeah.
So it's going to give you a happy high. And the Alzheimer's disease treat and the brain sort of, again, links down the Huperzine A route in terms of it being a mental stimulant. And I guess one that, in this case, does make you quite happy, or at least elevates your mood.
Yeah. L-theanine was the next one.
L-theanine, that prolongs the effects of caffeine.
That's like another derivative caffeine sort of ingredient.
Yeah, it is. And that, again, is going to get you happy and ready for your training.
L-tyrosine?
You remember this one? Or?
Isn't that just a general health BCAA? I forget now.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so you'll see that in a lot of pre-workouts.
Why that's labelled as Bliss, we're not too sure.
Maybe it's because they can make it fall under anything else. They put it under there. And it was hordenine HCl as the last one.
Hordenine is, again, a stimulant of the mental capacity. Been shown to have also fat burning properties.
Okay, so moving on to our thoughts and feelings on the effect side of this pre-workout. We've both taken it a couple of times each, so we've got a good feel for it. We weren't able to finish our review yesterday, so we're just picking it up today.
Yeah.
So how would you like to start on the effect side of things?
Beta-alanine, I felt.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, definitely.
You agree? So the beta-alanine's a good strength on this one. Obviously, it's been what is it? Is it 3 grams? I can't remember.
3.2 we worked
3.2.
Yeah.
So that is an average amount, but you definitely did feel it on the way to the gym. Energy was very high.
Yeah, your heart is racing on this one. It's one of those ones where you feel really revved up.
So they're the 2 advantages to it. The focus actually is really quite good on it as well.
Yeah.
You feel ready to go. You know you've taken a strong pre-workout, and it is a strong one.
Yeah. Hence the name.
I'd say there's some negatives to it though, because I don't know if it's arguable that it's too strong. We've had some strong ones that we've given really good ratings, obviously, before, but this is strong in a way that doesn't feel healthy.
Necessarily translate to meaning that you get
like
a really
you have
good session.
Really like cold sweats. My hands were like cold sweating, and my body, I just felt shivers, and I felt almost like I was cold.
Yeah.
And like the energy was too much to sort of absorb and take in and use healthily. I did feel quite jittery on the energy. Yeah,
like, but if that's your thing and you love being, you know, whoa, all buzzed up like that, then this is the one for you. But if you like a sustainable, clean, continuous energy, then maybe not. And one thing, I'm not sure if it's down to your himbi maybe being a little bit above the average dosing, but it does make your saliva sort of like gather in your mouth weirdly, like
excessive saliva.
Yeah,
almost like you're chewing, but just chewing like obviously on nothing.
Yeah. So that is a weird side effect of it. I
don't know what that's from. I couldn't comment.
Yeah, no, we've guessed it might be your himbi before, like too much of it, but we can't accurately say that. So all around, a good pre-workout. Would recommend to Stim junkies, obviously, people who love to be buzzing off their tits. Probably not a good daily driver, and probably not good for someone who wants to go for something a bit more steady.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, it's like exactly as Craig says, not necessarily a healthy pre-workout, but a strong one that will wake you up from the dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
yeah,
it will.
What would you say out of 5 then, if we're saying, because Assassin obviously is a 5.
But Assassin's more of a healthy feeling 5, and there's other ones like we've given 5+ to Rocky KO and some others. Chaos being another 5. They are 5s because they have that strength, but then they don't give you the jitteriness, they don't give you the cold sweats, and they just don't make your heart go absolutely mental like this one does.
Yeah.
So it does bring down the score, and I would say 3.75.
Yeah, I was thinking around 3.5 to 4. So yeah,
so
that fits my mind as well.
Perfect.
So yeah, it's got all of everything you'd want there. It's just how it transitions into training, which isn't perhaps as good as some other ones.
And potentially, as you start to get used to it, or if you're to use it more often than we have, I've used it myself 3 times. You've used it twice.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's a couple of days where it might have felt a bit more healthy on our systems.
Yeah.
And it might have translated into a 4 or 4.25. But from what we're going on and what we think it is, what we personally think it's going to be consistent at is about a 3.75 out of 5.
Yeah, definitely. So that's our thoughts on the effects. So moving on to final verdict. So final verdict. So it's quite an easy one. So we gave taste a 3, mixed okay, didn't really taste much of anything, but definitely doable.
Yeah, so that's why we gave it a 3, because it's not a bad taste at all, and it doesn't leave any aftertaste.
Exactly.
No frothing. 3
Gets
out of 5. Yeah, 3 out of 5 for that.
And value for money, price, that was 3 as well, right?
Yeah, that was 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, you're definitely above average.
Yeah, especially as it has got quite a lot of stims in it, as mentioned before. And effects we settled on 3.75, bringing it down on the negative side effects. So yeah, it might be the one for you, it might not be. Let us know in the comments section.
So that's 9.75 out of 15.
All in.
If you didn't.
If you can't count.
And it's actually quite an averaged out one. It's not one where price is a 1 and effects is a 5, and then, you know, it's 3.75. So it's not
one of our more balanced ones on the scoreboards. Like nothing's carrying it in one category. So yeah,
thank you for sending this out. Don't forget, we've got some other black market products that we're going to be reviewing in due course. Thank you to them for sending this out. That's Stim done for you guys.
Thanks guys. Subscribe.